We're gonna create an easy DIY skylight for the bus for like 50 bucks. This was like 10, this was 30, and then there's a bunch of other random stuff.
So we were invited to a Taylor Swift party.
I don't even like Taylor Swift.
Oh, sorry. I was just admiring our brand new skylight we put in. It's nice. So during the Skoolie conversion, everyone comes across the escape hatches and what to do with them. Some people put their AC units in, or some people do skylights. We chose skylights. We love the extra light because, as you can see, we don't have a ton of windows. So we already have a skylight over our bed. We did a video on that a couple of months ago. Go watch it. But as you guys know, there's 2 escape hatches in a bus. You guys remember being a wee little lad riding in a school bus, you'd look up and there'd be 2 ways to get out, just in case the bus driver wasn't that good.
Is that an insult to my driving?
We put a skylight in the bed, but then we still had one left, and we didn't really know what we wanted to do, and we didn't really want to put another $500 up there. But there was a windstorm a couple nights ago. I woke up, walked out here, and there was water all over my floor, and my escape hatch was ripped off and thrown out on the ground. We've seen some other people do some other ideas and DIY it and stuff like that. So we're gonna try that out today. So this is the difference between a $500 skylight and a $50 skylight. Okay, so this skylight opens up. I'm not gonna open it up all the way, but it's worked out pretty well. A lot of the DIY skylights that we've seen pretty much leak, almost every single one of them. So I'm a little bit skeptical, but this one's worked really well, so let's go make another one.
So the first step is getting the supplies that we need, which is pretty much just one thing to make this all work.
We are going to use a sheet of plexiglass.
Pop this over there, and I mean, it won't be a hatch, it's not gonna open for now, but at least you'll be able to see the sky, so it is a skylight. So even though this one won't be a hatch like our other one, I guess anything is better than a giant hole in our ceiling at this point. Can you hand me the drill? In this part, I'm saying that we have to remove the rest of the emergency exit, but I didn't realize how windy it was on top of the bus, so you really couldn't hear me at all.
I mean, you got a crowbar or something.
This thing is really glued on here. Of course, there's always got to be that one screw that's stripped. It's just got to be difficult. Woo. Oh, it just fell off. Look at that. There's something new for you guys. The never before seen original yellow of the bus. So now that that's off, we just got to scrape off the rest of this gunk that's on here. It's like gum. She was just walking by and I actually flaked off a piece of rubber into her coffee. All right, so now to get rid of this yellow here, we're just gonna go over it with a little bit of gray primer. And I didn't have white and I didn't feel like going back out to the store right now, so we're gonna go with some gray because the rest of the bus is gray right now anyway, so it won't matter. And to make sure that none of the overflow spray paint goes down into the living room, that would be bad. So we're gonna use this piece of cardboard here, just kind of block some of that overspray. It should work, I guess. So the primer's on, just gotta let that dry now. And as you can see, I kind of painted a pretty big surface area because I figured we can always touch up the white back later. There's a little bit of an issue here, but I don't think it's a big deal. There's rivets right here on the edge. So I thought about grinding them down so the plexiglass could lay flush on there, but I think I have an easier fix for that.
I'm just gonna put the rubber weather seal right on top of the rivets. It should allow it to sit correctly.
The weather strip is on. We're good to go. Now we just gotta silicone it all. It's getting dark out here, but we have everything ready. I just siliconed the entire seam of it. It's ready to put the plexiglass down.
All right, now we're gonna pre-drill some holes, put the screws in. We should be good to go.
Now you just gotta really hope that the plexiglass doesn't crack at all. It still worries me a little bit. Here goes the first one. So of course, just like that, the first hole that we tried to drill, it cracked. It wasn't a bad crack, we didn't have to redo everything, but it was just that little corner piece. My advice for when you try to pre-drill these holes, don't actually push down on the drill. Just let it spin, let that friction and heat just do the work for you. And then the same thing when you're tightening down the screws. Don't actually push them in all the way, just get them to hook on. Once you have them all screwed in, then you can go back around, tighten them up all the way. That way you're not bending the plexiglass in all sorts of weird ways, because that'll definitely make it crack. So this is now about a week after that we put it in. We've already had like a snowstorm, thunderstorm, rain, hail, everything. It's been a perfect week to really test this out. We haven't had any leaks, A+ for that. If you wanted to go the route of the actual opening skylight hatch, the one that we have over the bed is the Gala Marine. I believe that's the 26-inch. If you're interested in that one, we'll have it linked down below. It is definitely a bit on the pricier side for 500 bucks just for a little skylight hatch. It's not meant for RVs or schoolies, it's actually meant for boats, but it works here. So I'll link that down in the description below. And that goes for the rest of the materials in this video. Everything that we use also linked down below. Well, if you came here for the skylight part of the video, that's all that we have for you. But if you're here for the rest of the vlog, we still have coffee time with Tyme at the end of this video. But right now, for tonight, we have something else planned that I can't say I'm super excited for. I'll let Tyme take it from here.
Alright, so now that that is finished up, we're actually going to be heading out. We were invited to a Taylor Swift party. I'm not really sure what that means, what that entails.
Yeah, I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into.
No expectations at all.
I'm not a Taylor Swift fan.
We're here.
I can literally name like one Taylor Swift song. What do you call it when Taylor Swift smells? Taylor sniffs.
Albany, how are you guys doing tonight? Taylor Swift fans in the house?
So I think I figured out who the biggest fan is here, and I don't know the What do you call Taylor Swift when she goes to the gym? Taylor lift. Get that pumping.
You'll never find another like me.
You're right up my nostrils.
I don't know why I'm here. I don't even like Taylor Swift.
I like some of her stuff.
We're gonna get out of here, go get something to eat. We don't belong here. Thanks.
So I figured that I'd wear the oversized sweatshirt because you can't see my hands, but carne asada, pretty good. Got some cheese in it, so I might dive. We'll be okay.
If my brother was here, he'd be loving that. But the only Taylor Swift songs I've ever listened to is under his punishment.
You're gonna diss Taylor Swift like that? And we're off, and my iced coffee's still cold in the car, so. Hey y'all, we are back. Coffee time with Tyme. We are down here in Scotia, New York at Storied Coffee. Let's give it a shot. So today I got, you guys already know, iced. It's a new flavor combo that I've never had before. Vanilla mint. I have no expectations. I have no idea. With oat milk, here goes nothing. Wait a second, that's actually really good. Kind of Christmassy, almost white mocha. This is really good though. And the mint's just like very subtle, so it's not a peppermint, but it's just a very, it's good. 8 out of 10, Storied, great job.
Right off the bat here, I can't say the presentation of this is the most fantastic thing. I mean, it's literally an English muffin and a slice of cheddar cheese. You might also notice in my voice here a little bit, came down with some type of illness. I guess we can blame that one on Taylor Swift. We're gonna try this little breakfast sandwich here. The egg here, it's called the scramwich. And basically they scramble the egg and the spinach and the sausage and everything into this little egg patty. It's interesting, we're gonna give it a try. The egg little patty thing is actually really good. I think the English muffin just really makes it taste cheaper. It's all right. It's nothing fantastic. It's a 5. It's a 5.2 maybe. 5.2. It's all right. Give it a shot. We're here. We're gonna try this. Lie down. But now that we have the skylight here in the kitchen, we're looking at it and we're like, that would be really cool if it was actually a hatch, because we have like a little rope ladder that we could drop down and then climb up there onto the roof deck when we have that one day. Presentation again doesn't look quite fantastic, but I can't even talk.
Just eat it.